What up, y'all? Just sending out the live right now. We're sending the live out. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Share the live. About to go live with none other than Big Brother DJ D, Alexandria, Kamara night, third Wednesday. About to get that convo in. Make sure y'all share the live. What's up, Eric? What's going on? What's up, Naughty? Got my man DJ D waiting to come up, y'all. So we're going to get into it. Even though third Wednesday happened a couple of days ago, last week. Well, matter of fact, last week. But consistently, you know, third Wednesday's been doing this thing. So we're gonna have a conversation about it with Big Brother Derrick, DJ D. I'm sharing it live right now, y'all. So give me a minute. Cause I ain't been live in a while, so I'm sending it out to the people. I've been getting a lot of hits in the background of DMs saying I need to start going live again like we used to. But I'm gonna consider it. But right now we're gonna go live with a purpose, and the purpose is to keep it going with the third Wednesdays. Keep everything kosher. Yep, share it live, man. About to tap in DJ D so we can get this thing started. Make sure you got any questions, anything you want to talk about as far as what we talking about, any questions that you might have for me or DJ D, make sure you just drop them in the comments. Drop them in the comments. Yep. Hey, y'all, this broadcast right here gonna be sponsored by BWIT, Best Wash in Town. BWIT, Best Wash in Town, my man Ty, Billy, and Black. Y'all go see them in Southeast off Pennsylvania Avenue at the gas station, man. They got the whole corner sold up, man. Get your car washed, get it detailed inside and out, good price. Support your skaters, man. But yeah, this episode right here is sponsored by BWIT, Best Wash in Town. So let's go. No further ado, I'm gonna tap Big DJ D in, and we're gonna get this thing cranking. Yes, Big brother D about to come up, y'all. Get it in. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, baby boy?
Oh man, you on your stealth thing, you in stealth mode.
Yeah, I'm chilling at my place in Miami, man. So
Yeah,
I'm in a different zone, when I'm out here.
that's
You
stealth
know what I
mode. You know
mean?
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You
yeah.
stealth mode.
It's a different mode. When I'm at home, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm in a different zone. I'm in a hustle zone, but I'm out here in Miami. I'm on some business out here too. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, it's just a different feel out here, bro. The weather, the culture, the whole thing is just it's a different vibe, it's a different frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why you work hard. You work hard. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Look, you
yeah,
working
yeah,
hard. You playing, and
yeah,
you still at work. So that's
yeah,
how it
yeah,
is. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So we trying to we trying to stay. I'm trying to stay keep it balanced. We got to keep it balanced. You know what I mean? So
That's 100%
that's
correct.
the whole plan. That's the whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate you setting this up, man. This has been a long time coming.
Right.
It's great to really feel good, man, to talk about skating again, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
because every time we would talk, it was a town hall about problems and who don't like who and what
Yeah.
management and you know what I'm saying. And
Like
now,
nothing. Like
man,
nothing good.
nothing good, man. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels real good to be able to have some good news to bring to the people, good cheer. You know what I mean? Positive vibes.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I definitely
And
agree.
yeah, man. So I'm with your people who DMing you, man. You need to come back. WEETV, man. I mean, I told you, man. You part of this movement. And
Yeah.
WEETV was when you was doing your thing and trying to solve problems and stuff. But now,
Yeah.
we've been trying to solve some problems, and we got to keep that message out there.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. And this
Yeah,
is a start. You know what I'm saying? Like you started, we talked back in December, you know what I'm saying, or November
yeah,
before you got your party going. And then
yeah,
we started, we brainstormed, you came up, your birthday was coming, and then, the other party came in January, and you always told me like what's next? What's next? What we doing?
yeah,
So
yeah.
being consistent on, like you said, moving and making things shake behind the scenes and then bringing it to fruition, it counts. So I understand, like you said, you got to keep it moving, keep it going. I can bring it back. Long, like you said, you got
Absolutely.
something positive to talk about, you know, it would be warranted right there, bringing something positive to talk about. That's why I don't mind doing this.
Nah, man.
This put a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, man. So, like I say, man, thank you. I want to thank everybody who's been coming out on third Wednesday, Alexandria Calorama night. It has been nothing but phenomenal the last 6 months. So kudos to all the videographers and media platforms like yourself, man. Without y'all, we wouldn't have the success that we had today. So, but we, one of the things, I mean, we're like I say, this is a movement. So, as you recall back in December, the intent was, or the goal was the unification, ubiquity. We were talking about that synchronization, you know what I'm saying,
right,
because of all the division, you
right,
know what I'm saying? So now that, we are, third Wednesdays have been sort of the mecca now. People are really vibing to our message and
right,
and it's resonating in the skating community, right? So,
right,
we don't went from total division, to now it's like complete fusion, you know what I'm saying, on third Wednesdays and
right,
probably some of the other nights too. You know what I mean? So it's been very successful. The message has been getting out with the Snap City skaters and the OGs like me and you and some of the other seasoned skaters out there, are starting to come together as one. And, we are showing, we're demonstrating, we're not just talking about it, we're demonstrating that we can be in the skating rink in unison, in
that's correct.
synchronicity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, so with all of these different specials that we've been coming up with the club skate to the moving through the middle for the smoothing you, it has been nothing but lovely, positive vibes and frequencies amongst the skating community.
right,
We've been getting, man, all kinds of compliments, on social media, messaging, just saying, hey, man, keep up the good work. We're going to support you, and we love the vibe. You know what I mean?
right,
So, and now, we're kind of adding to that positive message. Now, one of the things that I'm starting to want to focus on, and our teams want to focus on, is bringing that passion back.
right,
Bring that passion back, okay? And what I mean by that is that zeal, that fire that you had when you was back when we were skating, and there was a Thursday night or a Crystals
yeah,
or we was up Baltimore, and we was getting ready to go all the way out there. We was gonna show off Painters Mill or
right,
Alexandria. We would get excited. We had that
right,
zeal. We couldn't wait to show off. You know what I mean? To get out
right,
there and do our thing. Even at Coach Alexandria Calorama, it was major.
right,
But we lost that, man. When we had that division, we lost the passion to want to skate, the passion, the drive to want to get out there and do your thing dissipated when the community separated, right?
yeah,
And yeah, what I'm seeing now when with this unification and synchronization on third Wednesday now, the passion come back from not only the Snap City skaters are inspiring the season skaters. Like,
right,
hold up, y'all can do. Hold up, let me show you. Hold on, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then next thing you got Tracy out there coming back, snapping and spinning.
right,
Man, you got yourself getting out there, feeling that vibe, wanting to get out there and do your thing. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And of course, we got
Heck,
our man Hector that came in there
heck,
last week and just
heck,
destroyed.
destroy,
He just destroyed it
destroy.
last
Woo.
third Wednesday. So you see what I'm saying, Will? It's the passion is coming back, man. I mean, people are starting to feel that energy, that zeal in their heart and their bones, man, to want to come back and skate. So
Right,
all of that in combination with our message, you know, of synchronicity, unification is coming to it's coming to a point where it's just like a ripple effect. It's getting better and better and better with time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
So
that.
yeah. So it's that. So we on that move now. We gonna start bringing these seasons, the OGs back. That's the word. I gotta we saying season skaters, but you know the new word out there in Generation Z is the OGs. So
Yeah,
you know what I
OG,
mean? Yeah,
OT,
yeah,
OTs,
yeah.
old timers, and
Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with OGs. You know, I don't know about no old timers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a stick with the OGs.
yeah,
That feels a little more, you know, cool. But
I
uh,
got it.
yeah, but anyway, we gonna push that too. You know what I mean, and try to get even more of the skaters back, as we call it nowadays, the legends. You
Right.
know, seasoned skaters to start coming back, and before you know it, I mean, you know,
You-
I can see Midnight Rollers 2025, 2026, like you had 2000. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
who knows?
Who
You know,
who who knows? As a matter of fact, Hector say he gonna try to put the band back together.
he did exactly. It's like he already cooking. He already
Yeah,
cooking. You know what I'm saying? He cooking in the background. Like, hold up. You know, we can bring this thing back, and
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
revolution. So, like I say, man, it's just been a beautiful vibe. It's just been a beautiful experience, and I'm glad we're able to use our platform to allow the seasoned skaters, the OGs, and Snap City to demonstrate on a single platform.
Right.
That hasn't been done in the
And
longest. So you
eon
know what I'm
and
saying?
eons. Right. Yeah,
Eons.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, we talking crystals. We
yeah,
talking probably since maybe Legends and Stars, you know,
yeah, yeah.
days.
Back
You know
then.
what I'm saying? Or
I,
when Late Night Soul rolled.
right. Right. Are you right? Back then.
Yeah, that was we can go. That was 15 plus years ago, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, man, you know, we just happy about it, man. So I know I could talk all day about this, man, but you know,
And
do
that's
you?
and that's what they look, but that's what they want to hear. They want to hear what you're saying and how you know coming up with. I know we started about what I'm saying back in December, whatever, but how you know get behind the scenes and really push yourself. Matter of fact, not even yourself. You got a machine. You got your father and you got
Yeah,
Goody. So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
behind the scenes, and I mean, you talked about the music selection of, that plays a big part of everything. Everybody been, like you always say, everybody got the same music. However, it's how you play it, right?
That's right.
And
That's
then,
right.
and then now, Goody, like me and you talk Goody, I'm gonna use Goody for an example. Because I said to me, Goody done elevated his DJ game. And that gives you
Yeah,
time to step off and get on the mic and do your thing. So that's
yeah,
working, right?
yeah.
So the music selection is probably one of the major keys to me that's bringing the people back, as far as skating. What you say about that?
Absolutely, Will. But and kudos. I completely agree with you. You know, shout out to my right hand Goody, man. DJ Goody has stepped his game up to a whole nother stratosphere. So I definitely got to give him a shout out. You know
Right,
what I mean? But the one thing I want to say, Will, is we're a team. You know, but the one thing that me, Goody, and my father, we are a team, and we are a well-oiled machine. We
right,
all in alignment. So, but I wanna I wanna add to that is it's the intent to bring us the masses together was to change the whole skating experience, which includes the music, which
right,
includes the specials, which
right,
includes the people, you
right,
know. So the whole message and the whole approach to our this unification and our narrative and goal was to change this whole experience. Remember,
right,
we got one shot, one kill. You know, we
Right.
got one night to make a difference. So, you know, the way we looked at it, Will, is, you know, you have your weekly nights, successful nights. You got Swizzy on Tuesdays. You got, you know, JB on Sundays. You got Double A and Classy on Thursdays, you know, right? So you got these, and Sundays you got normal, right? So you got all these regular nights, you know, the weekly nights that people go on, right? And the common denominator with all of them is the format is the same. The music is pretty much the same. The whole experience is the same. The people are the same. You know what I mean? So we didn't want to do that. We said, well, you already get that every week. You get that every week. You get that. If you want jazz, you go to Norman. You want Snap City, you go to Swizzy. You know, so you can, it's like you want to go to a certain restaurant and get a certain food, you can do that. But we want to have a variety. Right? Because we got one night, one kill. So that's when the epiphany came in and said, you know what? We got to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we got to mesh it. And give the people a totally different experience when they walk in the ring. So from the time they walk in, the energy of the music is going to be different, even down to the time. We have set it up that at a certain time, we know we're going to elevate our pace, right? Because if you go to the stadium, you could literally time, you know how we get there. We say we get there at 10 o'clock because you know optional couple come on. We don't want you, you know, we don't want you to time us.
Y'all don't want nobody to be predictable. So it's not
predictable.
There you go. Exactly.
We don't want to be predictable where, you know, the other place, you could time, you knew what time to get in there, you knew all that because it's the same message. But on third Wednesday, you don't know what we're going to do. You don't know what special we're going to do. You don't know if we're going to go on fifth gear or we're going to pocket. You don't know if we're going to do a 20-minute, 25-minute trio, or we're going to do, you know what I'm saying? So people get excited about that, man. They like, hold up.
Well, let me look, one quick story real quick and hold that thought because
yes, sir.
Just like you said, it's unpredictable. So you know it rained past third Wednesday. It rained bad, right? So I talked to Ty Willie. He said he got up there at 8:30 because of the rain. He got up there enough where as though he wanted to make sure he got some parking. You know what I mean? And so he said he went on in at 8:30. Now he said your father was playing. And he said he stayed on the floor and looked over. You know, I guess, you know, Willie like to step, you know, do the steps and stuff. He said your father played a good session, whatever you want to call it. Like he said your father did real good. He said he kept him on the floor the whole time. And he talking like 8:30. So like you said, if you think you predictable and think you just gonna show up at 9:45, you done missed the 8:30 session. You got to get in there.
And not only that, we now, I call it my Take Me Home crew. We got a crew that's after 11:30 that look forward to another set.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I had, and I'm gonna give you a quick one. I had Bernadette. You know, that's Bernadette Beemore, right? She came up a couple of third Wednesdays, and she must have, you know, got her mode. She got her skating out the trio or whatever.
Yeah.
She took her skates off.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I switched it up. They thought I was gonna mellow it out.
Thought you was done.
I thought I was done, and then I turned around and put that remix to Jones Girls, and she went off. She said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "You never predict what we're gonna do on third Wednesday. You never know what you're gonna get."
Yeah.
And that's the goal. We want to give everybody a different experience, man. Because like I say, you know, all of us got the same music, but it's how you play it. It's like we all had the same clothes and different pieces, but it's how you put the pieces on.
How you put it on.
You know, how it's gonna make a difference. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, it's of course the music. You know, with Goody and his remixes and stuff, but it's also a combination of when we turn up the zone, when we turn up the drive and up the pace, or shift the gears, as I call it. or when
Ship
we go
again.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, or when we downshift. So we are constantly watching our crowd. You know what I mean, as they come in. So it's just unpredictable. You know
Well,
what I mean? Like,
speak to the, and I hear you say it on the mic too. Speak to the best trio in the DMV.
oh yeah. That's our coin right there. I mean, you know,
Oh shit!
the best damn trio in the
In the
DMV
DMV.
is none other than Third Wednesday, baby. If you don't have the energy, the fortitude, you don't have the stamina, don't even waste your time on trio. Don't even waste it. I'm trying to tell you right now. So the Third Wednesday, I mean, the best damn trio in the DMV really,
DMV.
I mean, it started with the fire that the Snap City Skaters gave me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because
Exactly.
if you recall,
You got to give it to them because
man,
I ain't gonna lie, D. They the ones that can
yo,
hang.
they can hang. Exactly. And see, we're like cheetahs and,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go in spurts, right? But the
I
Snap,
cheated and came out on the third
I saw
song
you.
one time.
I saw you. I saw you and Hector. But what I'm saying is they are the foundation for that because though they have that energy we had, and we started that best damn chill in the DMV, months ago. Even before we started this movement. And the reason we did that is
Hold on one
because
second. Go ahead, keep talking though.
the reason we did that was because, like I say, the Snap City was the foundation. I mean, when they came out on that floor, they skated hard, and I mean, they were skating at a pace that just reminded me of how we skated back in the day. You know what I mean? So once I saw that, and it drove me to say, you know what? They're going to be the fire. They're going to light the fire for Trio. We're going to turn Trio into a high energy special. Now,
Right,
we're not just going to make it a typical Trio.
right.
And so with that, then the Trio started. It started getting bigger and bigger, and then the videographer started to come in. I mean, the
Exactly.
Spiffy films, they started, like, hold up, we gotta get out there on Trio. It became the finals. It was
Right,
like the grand finale of the night. Everybody was waiting for Trio,
right.
right? And then, we got that. And then once the season skaters started to come back, right? Then we added a little twist to it, right?
Uh-huh.
Now we start off with Trio with something smooth.
Mm.
You see,
They ain't
now
used to that.
we don't kill you. We don't kill
Yeah.
you out the
Off the
gate.
brick.
So
Yeah.
because now we want to make sure, again, we're thinking safety too. So let's say, let's say I don't know. I'm trying to use a person who like my father or Bill Dixon. I'm just say they were out there,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Lou come out, right?
Right.
Uh, uh, they they may want to get out there and just get a little rolling, the old school rollers. They
Right.
may want to come out there and skate smooth, get their little roll in, you know what I mean, do their thing before we switch the gears.
Right.
So they can come out there. The Snap City skaters, it's like, it's calming the beast. When they hear that smooth music, they're not gonna skate hard. They're
Right.
gonna skate smooth. They're gonna follow the seasoned skaters, and they warming up.
They
So
following suit. I get
they
it.
follow suit. So you see what I'm
Could-
saying? It allows the seasoned skaters, the legends, to come out there and skate a song because that's probably all they want to. They only want one song.
Mhm.
They can stride, they can rock out, they can shuffle. They can do their thing on a smooth song.
Right.
And then when we switch the gears up to second, third, fourth gear, by that time, it ain't gonna be a handful of season skaters. Letters is out there. Because
Yeah.
Snap City done took it over.
Yeah.
Unless you are Justin or Joe and them who can still hang,
Yeah.
or Morris, those dudes who got stamina,
Right.
you're gonna see them out there. You know what I mean? And then it just gets bigger. It got bigger and bigger
And
and
big.
bigger and bigger, man. That was really how the trios became, just from a regular trios to the best damn trio in the DMV. It just
Yeah.
became a focal point of the night
Right.
on third Wednesday. Everybody was looking forward to it, from the skaters to the videographers, and
I'm,
that's
I'm,
part of that passion. That passion,
that's
we
that's true. I'm reading
yeah,
I'm reading the comment right now. It says the inclusiveness is amazing.
absolutely, absolutely, and that's what's that is what's attributing to the success of Third Wednesdays, because we are not excluding anyone. We're not
Right.
excluding, we're not telling the Snap City skaters, you can't do this, you can't do that. And
Right.
we're not telling, but we're telling the legends, we want you to teach. What
Right.
is it? Our phrase is, Alexandria Calorama night where legends teach and
Right.
stars perform. Okay, so that you can't get no more inclusive than that, right?
Right. Right.
It's up to us as the conductors. When I'm talking about me, Goody, and my dad, to
Yeah.
conduct the crowd. We the crowd conductors, so we got to not only make sure everybody's having a good time, but it's a safe time.
Yeah.
We want the season skaters to feel safe. We
Right.
want the legends, the stars to be able to do their thing.
Right.
So how do we do that? That's how we come up with these different specials. That's why
That
we did the move in the middle.
exactly. I was about to speak on that. That last special that you did, which was
Yeah,
the moving in the middle, and like Monet was saying about the inclusiveness, you got the ones that's probably seasoned that normally wouldn't cut the middle was out there with
cut the
the
middle.
with the Snap City and the seasoned skaters cutting the middle at the same time. So it made it easier, and it's gonna get better in time, but it made it easier for the ones because now they are able to go, dip in, dip out, and everybody was doing it. So yeah, the ones that probably thought they would never do it was out there.
Exactly. And the whole intent behind the movement through the middle was that the controversy or the complaints were that, you know, you had people skating on a regular all skate, whether they were in the middle or just skating on the outside. And then, you had your skaters who were cutting through the middle
Right,
and potentially could hurt somebody.
right.
And I agree with that. If you
We
don't,
understand.
if you don't know how to skate, you don't have the precision and the cut to be able to maneuver through the middle. More than likely, you could get somebody hurt.
And we definitely
So
understand. Yeah, we
yeah,
understand.
and we understand that, but we also wanted to remind people that Snap City didn't create moving through the middle,
Yeah,
cutting the middle. This has been going on way before they started skating. We did
correct.
it. That's why I showed you cutting through the middle on one of the
Yeah,
promotional when you was killing it, but
yeah,
you did it with precision. I showed
right,
Trevette, I showed Skateboy C, where
right,
it was smooth, but they were skating through the crowd. But I was showing that it can be done with precision and finesse,
right,
right? And then I showed Paul and Swizzy and all them how they gonna kill in the middle, right?
right,
So the thought behind that was, okay, well, how can we do this where the people who want to cut the middle can have a good time, but the people but to keep it safe.
right.
So that's how I came up with the moving in the middle challenge. So
Hmm.
that roll was only for people who are skating in the middle, not for
Right.
people rolling around on the outside, not for people who are just standing in the middle. This is strictly for if you want to skate through the middle, this is strictly for you. Just like we
Yeah,
got backward skate, just like we
yeah,
got reverse skate, we
right,
had a moving through the middle challenge,
right.
and it worked out perfect. Because
Sure did.
now those people who were worried about getting hurt, oh, I'm not. This is not that role is not for me. Now
Hmm.
I know ahead of the game. I'm not going to get on the floor and potentially get hurt. The DJ has called it. This is the moving through the middle row. I'm gonna stay on the side, chill out, and watch.
And
And
ironically, I seen the ones that I thought they may have sat on the side and watched. They was out there.
yeah,
They
I'm
came
saying,
out.
but and that's the other thing. Like it would inspire you because it was done. It was done in a way where it could be safe.
Right,
That was, the younger skaters. They're not as worried about the safety because they feel like they can maneuver and do their thing. It's
right,
the older skaters that were concerned about their safety. But
right,
when you presented in a way where it's they have the option before they get on that floor
Right.
to either come on the floor if you want, but this is the primary purpose of this skate is so these skaters can skate through the middle. Let them get that energy out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And man, they showed up and showed out. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
DC is me say, yeah, time and place for everything.
Time and place for everything. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the time and place and the platform is third Wednesday, DC. You know what I mean? DC is one of my dynamite teachers in there. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I you know, that's my man. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but it takes y'all, if y'all are not there, and I told you this 6-7 months ago, Will,
Yeah.
if you not there, if
Yeah.
DC is me not there, if y'all not there, I can't teach. I
Mm.
can't do so. Y'all have to be there to demonstrate whether whether you're skating, whether you're on the side of the skating rink telling these kids a story, or whether
Right.
you want to, whatever it is, do your part.
Be in
And
the building.
y'all been stepping up. Y'all been stepping up to the plate, and it's been working like a well-oiled machine. So I want to shout out y'all too, man, because like I say, if y'all not there, we can't demonstrate.
Right.
We can't be together. So shout out to my season skaters. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Yeah.
out to B-Boy. B-Boy been coming down hard, man.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
rain.
In the
In the
rain.
rain. I mean, they've been
And the
coming
rain was
deep.
a good crowd. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. Can you imagine next month if it don't
Woo,
rain?
woo,
Can you imagine what that crowd is going to be next month
woo.
if it don't rain?
Yeah. Oh, because it rained two
It
months straight,
rained
I
2
think.
weeks. Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
packed. And it was packed, right?
Imagine
So
when it don't rain. Yeah, you're right.
imagine if it don't. The last 2 or 3 third Wednesdays, it's
It rained.
been raining,
Yeah.
and it's still packed. So, like I say, the message is there, man, and I want to thank everybody, man, that have been uh, have been listening to us and receptive to
I
our
think
message.
I'm being receptive. I think the whole key was the whole skate community being receptive of
Yeah,
some change, but it was some setbacks that brought on the change, right?
yeah, yeah.
And so sometimes that happened, and now that's what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Well, but 100% dissatisfaction brings about change.
Yeah,
That's just a common uh, uh, logical type of thinking. If you're
right,
dissatisfied, you gotta change your approach. You gotta change your game plan. You
exactly.
know what I mean? And what you're doing not working. You know what I'm saying?
Try
So
something else.
you gotta try something else. You know what I'm saying? You can't be you gonna get the same result if you keep doing the same thing.
Same thing. You know
That's
what I'm
just
saying?
logic. You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
logic.
So
Yeah,
it's just logic. So like I say, man, we are excited about people, being receptive to our changes and our adjustments, and we're going to continue to do them. You know what I mean? And like I said, one of the things I want to have you ask your listeners before we
mm-hmm.
leave is we want to, we've been doing a lot of different specials uh, in the last 6 months.
Right.
And we have uh, we've gotten some good response to all of them. Probably one of the most prominent ones is the For the Smooth in You. We
Right.
really got a lot of good positive feedback on that, and I believe now we're gonna keep that in rotation. Just like optional skate and trio.
Explain what that is, just for the ones that may have not experienced it.
Okay, so we did a For the Smooth in You challenge. What was that, about 3 months ago?
Right.
2 months ago actually. And the For the Smooth in You challenge is essentially just a skate for those who want to skate in a more of a smooth, with a smooth style of skating, like the stride, the glide, the lockout, shuffle. These are fundamental styles that are, from the DMV that we've been doing since Alexandria and Kalorama, including Snap City.
Right.
So this roll is strictly for the smooth style skaters. You cannot snap. We do not permit people snapping on the for the smooth and you roll.
Right.
So this is for the ones who want to get out and they want to smooth it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we give them an opportunity, just like we did for the middle. This is for the people who want to skate in the middle.
Right.
You're not smoothing it out for the middle. We cut the middle. Okay, right? That's the whole intent. So you can get that energy out. You know what I mean? Get that out of your system. So anyway, the for the smoothing you was really, we got a lot of good positive feedback, because I think despite the different age differences and styles of skating, I think at the end of the day, the smooth style skating is probably the biggest. We got, I would say it's not the biggest, it's the most widely used amongst Snap City and the Legends all together.
Right.
I mean, you can snap, you can do all that other stuff, but that the stride, the glide, the rock out, the slow, all that, you can be 25 or 65, and you'll see that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a more broad. The smooth styles are more broader than your snapping, than you're moving through the middle and
what I think. You know what I think that helps.
That's why it's successful. Yeah.
And you know what I think that helps when you say that's a teachable night or a teachable moment. That helps people sharpen their skills with the basics. To me, that's how I looked at it. So if you can sharpen your skills on striding, being smooth with the basics, you ain't even got to do no twists and turns and all of that. Everything you probably should be doing, it should be going forward.
Exactly. And
you know what I'm saying? And grouped up if you feel like being grouped up, But
and that's the whole purpose of the smooth when you roll. So let's say there may be some new skaters that's out there. They want to learn how to skate smooth. Well, when they can watch the smooth when you roll, and they can see somebody like yourself. They can see, Skateboy seeing them doing the stride. You know what I mean? And say, hey, I like that. And next thing you know, they done tap them on their shoulder or start skating behind them, and they want to learn it.
Exactly.
So it's a platform. It's a teachable platform for new skaters, skaters who want to diversify, add some dimension to their style. And like my man Jamie did, like our man Jamie, it's nobody in the world that got more dimension than him. And I wish, but the point is, you can take your style to another dimension. Yeah. If you snapping and now you want to add a little, you want to add a little rock out to it or shuffle with it, man, you can fuse it. You know what I mean? So these specials, these challenges are not just for people to just skate. Will you meet when we go out there? Assume somebody's watching you. Assume somebody is being inspired by you. Assume somebody is looking up to you. So that's how you should be skating, because you are a teacher.
Right.
So you can get out there and skate, and but it's not really for you to get out there and skate and converse with your friends and y'all just rolling around the floor. You need to be teaching. Yeah. Because there's somebody watching you. There's somebody that's videoing you. And that's going to be on social media for the world to see. So it's your job as a seasoned skater to demonstrate this is how you rock out. This is how you shuffle. And that should be your frame of mind when you go out on these skates. When you go out on these specials, we all need to be working hand to hand. D got this, I got to do my part. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of mindset. We need that passion back, man. And when you have that frame of mind already, before you get into the rink, you already mentally ready. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, we're definitely happy and proud that the people have been receptive to these, but we want to also see which ones we want to keep in rotation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I think that we're going to keep this for the
The
smoothing
smoothing
you
you, yeah, the
challenge
smoothing you
on
challenge. I
third
like
Wednesday.
that.
We're
Yeah.
gonna keep that one. But you know, we might bring back the club skate. You know, we still have the middle, the moving through the middle.
Yeah.
You know, these are things we really want to get people to chime in on and say, hey, would you like this to be something in regular
Permanently
rotation,
or
or we might do it here and there.
bi-week, bi-monthly type
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
You know,
again,
we'll
you know what? But again, you've been so masterful with bringing this, you know, thinking about it, bringing it out, you know, and executing it, right? We might
yeah.
have to leave it in your hands because you got to stay unpredictable. That's just
That's
that.
true. That's true. That's true. Now, I mean, you can think about it that way. You know, I know we're not going to do all of them. So
Yeah,
there are going to be some that we know we're going to keep in the chamber.
right.
And like you say, when it's time to pull it out the chamber, we're going to do it.
You're gonna pull it
You know
out.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
We don't want, but we want to we want to take some of these, not all of them, but maybe some of these specials, and we want to transition them into a program.
Gotcha.
You know, part of the program. So, you know, not that we want to be totally unpredictable, but we want some unpredictability.
Right.
But we also want to know that, hey, if you know the For the Smoothing You is going to roll, is going to be on third Wednesday, you know you know that that's a special you enjoy. You got a purpose, and you can support that role, and you know to be there,
You
and you
got to
got
be
to have
out.
your frame of mind to be there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said, you know, we are going to keep some, but I think there are some that we are going to do here and there. Like I say,
Right.
maybe to move through the middle. You know what I mean? That might be something we do as a treat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because all of them we got positive response from.
On all of them.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I don't think there was one that people came back and said, nah, not at least not to us.
Right. I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah,
I ain't heard no negativity
that's a
as
good
far
segue.
as I've heard for the last 6 months, I'm gonna keep it 100. I have heard zero negativity about third Wednesday. And
Man,
and look, you know, I'm a vehicle for somebody dropping their you know, their feelings on me, right? Because
yeah,
they will. Hey, well, you know what I'm saying, man? They tell you gotta talk to somebody. I ain't heard none of that.
yep,
So at this point, you know what I'm saying? Kudos, because that's definitely you know, showing some growth with the people. Not only
yeah,
on your end, it go both ways, right? So it's
yeah.
showing growth on the skaters as well, being receptive about everything and not running and complaining about anything.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, and you know, it's nothing is 100 proof. You know what I mean? You're gonna might have a couple of things here
Hiccups,
and there,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not the masses.
It's not
You know
major.
what I'm? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the major. You have some minor things here and there, but yeah, that's a good point. That you know we wanted to minimize the complaints. You know, that's a huge
mm,
it's a
mm.
huge poisonous cancer.
Yeah,
People start complaining, and especially
right.
when they get on social media, you know,
Ooh.
they start going hard. You know what I mean? But thank goodness,
Ooh.
man. Third Wednesday, man, they've been throwing flowers at us, man. It's nothing
Yeah,
but love. Social media, privately, publicly, it's been nothing but love, man. So, um, you know, we want to continue that. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
we want to continue to grow, not only for our skaters, you know, and I don't know if you want to save this for another segment, you
yeah,
know, because we've been on it for a minute, but we got to talk
yeah.
about the next generation. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we
You
could
know,
push it to next time. We could push it to
yeah,
next time. You know.
we'll get into that. You know we're hearing y'all, you know, on third Wednesdays about that, and we have some things in line where we want to help our next generation skaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And myself, Will, we've been talking about this well last year,
right.
y'all. So we this is not something that just came out of the blue last month, you know,
Right.
and or a couple of months ago. This has been in the works, but we want to do it right. We
Right.
want to do it right. We want to do it safe. We want to do it where it makes sense. And so, you know, keep your eye out on that. We got something in the oven that we want to do, but we gotta make sure all the, you know, T's are crossed and I's are dotted. You know what I mean? From management on, you know, to our skaters. So, but we definitely going to be putting something down the road for that. You know what I'm saying?
So on that note, we could tap out. You know what I'm saying? Because we can make sure
Yeah,
we're gonna
man.
tap back in. We're gonna tap back in next month. But third
Yeah,
Wednesday
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
rolling
yeah,
back
yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Third
yeah,
third
yeah.
Wednesday roll around so quick. When people say, "Man, it's third Wednesday already," you know, when is it? You know, so we'll be
I
right
know.
back on. We'll be right back on here debriefing the people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Making
yeah.
sure we're pushing all the positive, you know, affirmations on everything that's going on. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we again, you can always bring up, you know, we probably could always bring up some, you know, a couple people talk about it or what have you. We ain't gonna hog the mic, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. But it's good that, you know, just me and you. Because when
Yeah.
we start getting too many people, it'll
No.
turn into a
I
whole different.
look, I don't mean
Nah.
just any and everybody. I mean, you might get a DC as me, you might get a Hector, you might get
Oh yeah,
somebody, you
yeah.
might get
Yeah,
somebody that's
and Hector be there next month. My man be there. I need you. I'm gonna
he
start. I'm gonna
coming.
start.
I could
I'm gonna
look.
start. I'm gonna start calling out. I need little Mike. I need little Mike there too.
We gotta
I'm gonna
find him.
start calling. Yeah, I know Mike like
Yeah,
Bobby
he
Fischer.
been MIA, but it don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
He may pop out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, Hector gonna inspire people too, man. His post that he just did just was.
You
I
look
mean, man, that thing went around the world, man.
why I got you on here. I'm gonna shout out one, and she might bring her crew out. We gotta get Dita out here, man.
Oh, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that. Me and Dilda talked on Instagram last month, and she was supposed to come out, and she said she was
Okay.
off work.
Okay.
And y'all, let me tell y'all, skate community, if y'all see Dilda,
Yeah.
man, I mean, you talk about funky
And smooth,
and
funky and
smooth
smooth at the same
at the
time. Good God,
same
Almighty.
damn time. I mean, you talk about a teachable moment.
Yeah.
You talk about dimensions.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a female skater that still skates
Right.
that has a dimension like her.
No.
Not that still skating anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, Dutta,
We
girl,
calling you out. We calling you out, Dita.
calling you, Shorty. I'm calling you next third Wednesday. I mean, you got to kill them softly. And you know, I got a couple of pieces for you. But anyway, I appreciate that. We're going to bring that. It's all about bringing the passion back, man. It's all about that. And, you know, before you know it, man, we're going to be in there, you know. It might be, then it might go to competition then, real competition.
Might bring them
You
out.
know what I mean? You might
All
bring them
right,
out, bring
man.
them out. You know what I mean?
You enjoy yourself down there, man, in that nice weather, man. And
Yes,
we gonna
sir.
keep it working up here. We gonna keep it pushing, man.
Yes, sir, man.
So
Appreciate it, man.
until next week. I mean, till next month.
Yes, sir. Till next month, man. All right.
WEETV.TV. We out.
All right.